Test.
Hey, this is AM. Can you hear AM radio? Alright. Do I sound alright? Just trying to get a presentation out here. Don't seem to want to let me res it. Oh, there it is. It's not a big deal. The slides are really just my notes, so they don't contain any super secrets.
Well, I'm only casually acquainted with him. His reputation for quality, professionalism, and remarkable talent. His work is distinct, yet instantly recognizable, placing him front and center as perhaps the artist to watch in Second Life. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome AM Radio.
Hi, everybody. Can everybody still hear me okay? Hey, can you hear me okay? Yeah? Okay, because my view is frozen up. It'll probably unlock in a minute here. Alright. So you guys probably have heard of AM radio at some point. A lot of this, what I'm going to talk about comes from my own experience within Second Life. Sort of, more happening as an accident than any kind of, premeditated kind of thing that, hey, I'm going to go into Second Life, I'm gonna try and make AM radio famous. It was more of a, Second Life. The folks around the office at IBM were saying, hey man, you got to get into Second Life and get into this and check it out. And I did, and I created my avatar name, which at the time I didn't really realize how important that avatar name was in terms of being an artist or a content creator in Second Life. But me being me, I saw that radio last name, and it shows AM on there, mostly because every car that I've ever owned has only ever had an AM radio. People that know me in Second Life know that I drive a 1959 Edsel in real life, and that just has an AM radio in it. So that's really where the name comes from. Yeah, I don't even have an 8-track in there. It's the old tube radios. So you heard that I hail from IBM, and I'm very proud of that fact that I'm an IBM employee, and I love everything that I do for them, and it's a great company to work for. I'm a media director at IBM Interactive. That basically means I get to do a lot of development related very much to virtual worlds, multimedia like Flash, HTML, now HTML5, JavaScript, that kind of thing. With corporations, quite a bit. Similar talks, just like to corporations who want to know more about virtual worlds, digital communities, and so it's something that I know about, but my whole Second Life experience has been very much a learning experience, and really opened my eyes to the possibilities of virtual worlds. It was a surprise to me. I think, people like to ask me, where does your art come from? What makes you build what you build? And I like to tell people I'm as much a spectator as anybody else. It's really based on my artwork, my painting that I do in real life. Although I'm a programmer, I can script. really love a really nerdy book on object-oriented programming. I have a background in art, so that kind of gives me a kind of a different perspective. You know, I can do the scripting, I can do the creation, and I understand community or community development. And I've been able to really use Second Life as a lab just to kind of see what happens when my art becomes social. And that's an important aspect of what I'm going to talk about today. And if I don't get a move on, I'm not going to stick this to 45 minutes. So I'll move to the next slide here. Hopefully everybody can see it. The title of the presentation, of course, is, I'll flip back here, free content drives traffic. And that's really a misnomer. That's not a sentence, that's a list. We're going to go over what each of those words in that sentence even means, because that sentence as a whole doesn't really mean a heck of a lot. It's like, of course, you know, you offer free food at your art opening or free beer, you know, you're going to get a crowd to show up. But what makes it meaningful? You know, what's the difference? You know, what thoughts should we think about, or what things should we think about on free items when we're giving them away? What is the context that we're saying? What is free in terms of virtual world content? And I came up with this list just kind of thinking about it. The first in the list is choice. Choice means you have people who are going to visit your place in Second Life, and they might just want to watch. They might want to participate. They might want to become more than just a participant, but also sort of a super user, an expert. So first thing you've got is freedom of choice of how they can decide how much they want to participate or do in your space. The second one I was thinking about more from probably either an artist's perspective or an enterprise perspective, and that's kind of a funny thing to put together, but a corporation is going to be thinking about who gets to have the first announcement, who gets the scoop on when you have a new thing in Second Life.